Well, hello, sports fans. Welcome to week 10 of my NFL streams. Today we feature the 3-5 Green Bay Packers as they try to keep their playoff hopes afloat, if at all possible. They're only a game and a half back of the 7th seed Minnesota Vikings. Today they travel east to meet the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 5-3, currently holding one of the three wild card spots here, which the other two teams hold wild card spots are also division rivals. The entire AFC North has a hold of a playoff position. Ravens sitting as the 2 seed, 7-2, and the aforementioned Steelers at 5-3, also 5-3. The Cleveland Browns and Cincinnati Bengals. Steelers looking to keep at pace. Do my usual check here. Okay, mic works. We've already had a couple of games go by here. Thursday night was an interesting game between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. Carolina only getting their only touchdown of a kickoff return, and they couldn't do really much beyond that. And a questionable field goal try late in the game that came up short resulted in the Bears winning 16-13. The Bears moved to 3-7, and the Bears falter to 1-8. Currently, the Panthers would be the number 1 overall draft pick, only if with one thing. Chicago owns that pick due to Carolina trading from 9 to the first overall pick from this past draft to draft Bryce Young. And right now, Carolina looks like they're very much regretting that decision to turn this camera a little bit. As I was saying, Carolina looks like they're very much regretting trading away a lot of draft capital and their best wideout in DJ Moore. Answering a quick text here. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, Chicago. It looks like they're making quite a bit out of that trade. Excuse me. Of course, with the Arizona result pending here, Chicago looks like they're the ones that pulled off a hijack in there with that trade. Carolina, all they got was Bryce Young, and Bryce Young is in a really bad situation. Just all around. It's really most of it's not his fault. I mean, how can you develop with what he has surrounding him? It's just awful. It's an awful position he's in. Like, how can he get? It's I don't want to say it's similar to the Urban Meyer thing with Trevor Lawrence, because Urban Meyer was terrible and Frank Reich is not Urban Meyer level of bad. But it's just the whole surroundings is bad. Like, it isn't just one thing. It seems like everything's bad over there. Chicago 3-7. Their only shot at playoff ambitions is if they somehow get on a run and they go like 9-8, and maybe sneak in as a 7. Division ambitions are long gone. I think Detroit should be able to run away with that unless Minnesota really gets on a heater like they've been on lately. But the Chicago right now is like, all right, we just hope Carolina stays bad so we can possibly draft Caleb Williams. If that's so they want, Caleb Williams is the USC squad's last 4 or 5. Not Caleb's fault. I mean, USC's defense is dog water. So, especially in the Washington game. Anyway, before I ramble too hard. The Germany game just wrapped up about a half hour ago here, and it was somehow probably a worse game than what Carolina and Chicago was. And we thought this was going to be the bad game out of this. No, it was this one, really. I mean, it started off pretty decent here. New England got an opening drive field goal, and then Colts went for it on 4th and goal from their own 1 yard line. Jonathan Taylor scored, but everything was flat after that, and it culminated in Mac Jones getting benched on a 2-minute drill for Bailey Zappi. Wow. New England, things are looking very terrible for them. This is the first time since 2000 that New England has started the year 2-8, and that was Tom Brady's rookie year, I believe. And but that was when they had Drew Bledsoe, and Bledsoe hadn't gotten hurt yet. So, I'm going to take a quick look at the take-a-thon to see who's where in the draft order. New England, with that loss, falls to moves up, however you want to look at it. They move up to number 3 overall in the draft. Of course, pending the Giants-Cowboys game we have later today. Yeah, it's looking pretty bad for the Patriots. They're going to be probably drafted in the top 5 this upcoming April. The big question is Bill Belichick going to be there? Is he going to be GM? Is he going to be just the coach? Or is he even going to be there at all? There's been some rumors flying around about Belichick's status there. Someone threw out a vague rumor if they were terrible and if it was terrible in Germany, that they may just tell them leave. And New England's going into their bye. I believe they are. Let me take a quick look here to see. I know Indy's going on their bye. Indy 5-5, just pretty much 5-5 because in the last 2 weeks they benefited off playing against very bad teams. They won 27-13 last week against Carolina, due in part to 2 pick sixes thrown by Bryce Young. And yes, New England is on a bye next week. Their next game is fittingly is going to be against the Giants. So that's a game that what we sometimes the shit posters would call a tank bowl. Like they were calling Carolina Chicago the Super Tank Bowl because this was between numbers 2 and 3 overall in the draft order. And I imagine when New England and the Giants play in 2 weeks, they're going to be both in the top 5 still in the draft order. Games that will be playing as the Steelers and Packers will get going here shortly. A big AFC North battle here going on here. 2 of the best defenses in the league right now going head-to-head. And the Baltimore Ravens hosting the Cleveland Browns. For those of you that know the story between the Browns and the Ravens here, it speaks for itself. It's a blood feud rivalry between those two, and it involves pretty much with Art Modell in the middle of that whole thing. Also, we got another big AFC battle going on here. We got Houston, who's been up and coming. Had a great C.J. Stroud having one of the best rookie performances ever in the history of the league. 470 yards, 5 touchdowns, in a 39-37 win over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They got a big road test coming in here as they travel north to play the Cincinnati Bengals, who are on a 4-game hot streak. Cincinnati looking like the team that we expected them to see. It took a while. They started 1-3, but it looks like they're starting to cook. Right now, holding the last wild card spot, due in part to divisional tiebreakers between them, the Browns, and the Steelers. And I like Houston. I like D'Amico Ryans. I like C.J. Stroud. I like the progress they made, as I stated in my predictions. But I think Cincinnati's going to win this by at least 10. I think Cincinnati's just too good. Jamar Chase is a go. No T. Higgins, but having Jamar Chase will be a big difference. Also, we have a intriguing NFC battle here with playoff implications possibly afoot here with the NFC South leading New Orleans Saints. Offense has gotten going. Decent as of late, and a decent defense as well. They travel north to face the Minnesota Vikings, who are on a 4-game tear, and this is a very intriguing battle. I almost couldn't pick here. I mean, again, like Alvin Kamara is starting to become the offensive, getting the offensive input that he usually does, whether it's running the ball or catching screen passes. Minnesota, things seem bleak. They lost Kirk Cousins for the year with an Achilles injury. They brought in Josh Dobbs. They had him as a backup, but then their rookie quarterback got injured on the first drive last week against Atlanta, and Dobbs just came in and took over. And Dobbs with a game-winning drive late against Atlanta, and despite not knowing some of the play calls, he said he didn't even know some of his teammates' names yet. He's only been there 5 days, and this is I guess I can use this joke here. It's like I guess Minnesota's playbook here isn't rocket science, since he is a rocket scientist. Josh Dobbs is, but anyway, that's the only space joke I'll make there. Also, we got a matchup here between the Titans and Buccaneers. These are two teams that are probably going to be drafted in the top 10 in April. And as I stated in my predictions here, both these teams are pretty much in football prison. It's just a matter of, okay, you guys are cellmates. Who gets the top bunk? That's all I got to say. Will Levis will start that game. Looks like he'll be the starter for the rest of this year. Couple of he had a decent, pretty good outing. I don't want to say decent. He had a good outing against Atlanta when he came in. When Tannehill got hurt, didn't play. He played okay, and then he threw the late touchdown against the Steelers that lost them the game there. But they'll take that over Tannehill. Also, to wrap up the 1 o'clock slot, we have San Fran traveling southeast to Duval to face the Jacksonville Jaguars, who've won five straight. Despite their offense having some turnover issues. I'm surprised they didn't. I think they should have flexed this game. I think this game should have gotten flexed to this primetime slot here on Sunday night here. I don't know why in the hell they put the Jets and Raiders on their prime time. I know why they did it in the beginning of the year, because it was Aaron Rodgers facing Devontae Adams for the first time. But they were talking about they were going to flex games. Now they're not even flexing. And it's like, yeah, we're not going to flex at all. And that's the vibe I'm getting. It's like, well, you told us you were considering flexing even Thursday games, and now you're not even flexing at all. When really you could have justified moving San Fran and Jacksonville to the Sunday night game. I don't know. NFL can be funny at times, I guess. 4:30 slots. Giants, Cowboys. Giants, you're in hell, and you're going to stay there a while. No Daniel Jones out for the year, tore his ACL. It was going to be a bad outing for you, I think, anyway, because you lost 40-0 on opening day to the Cowboys in your turf. Now you're going to their turf, and it's probably going to be as bad. And I'm only going to give you enough credit to maybe getting a field goal from Tommy DeVito. Also, you got Atlanta against Arizona. Atlanta, this is a game I feel like Atlanta maybe should win, but I'm looking at that as a trap game. I think Arizona, they are getting Kyler Murray back. This might be one Arizona's going to win. I mean, I did say Atlanta in my predictions, but I'm like, yeah, was mixed about that. I mean, that one I think can go either way now that you're getting, and it looks like James Conner's back for Arizona too, that's going to be big for them. Washington at Seattle. Seattle coming off a debacle at the old crab cake in Baltimore. I think Seattle rebound nicely. It may not be pretty. It might be like a 24-10 type deal. But Washington's defense, not having Chase Young and Montez Sweat, yeah, they beat New England last week, but so is everybody else, basically. I think Seattle should be fine with that one. That should be a 14-point win. But the real game of the week, they're saying that's the game of the week, Fox. Bruh. That's the real game of the week if you wanted to slot anything there on out of the 4 o'clock games, because the Detroit Lions 6-2 playing against the Los Angeles, San Diego. Fuck you, Spanos Chargers. That's gonna be an intriguing matchup. I don't know. I have vibes that this is gonna be the Detroit's gonna be struggling on the road again, like they did with Baltimore. I have the Chargers winning that one in a bit of a surprise. That's probably going to be one of those, I feel like Detroit did struggle against Baltimore on the road, and they might struggle here when they head west to face the Chargers. As I stated, the Sunday night game, the Jets and the Raiders, I don't like it as prime time. I mean, I get it. It was because of Aaron Rodgers versus Devontae Adams. Well, no Rodgers. It's Zach Wilson versus I believe it's Aiden O'Connell. I believe they're still going with him. He had a good outing last week against the Giants. I got the Raiders winning that game. Actually, the Raiders look like they actually are playing motivated since they fired the offensive coordinator, GM, and head coach. And Monday night, Denver, Buffalo. Buffalo is sus as hell, in my opinion. Denver could upset them here. This could be an upset. Denver beating Buffalo. I wouldn't be the least bit shocked because, again, I don't trust Buffalo at all because you almost lost on the last play to the Giants. That's enough for me to call you sus. Anyway, but we're about to get set here. Between the Steelers and the Packers, Pittsburgh will receive the opening kickoff. Green Bay will take the third quarter kickoff. As Carlson boots it away as it goes from right to left, and we are underway. And it will travel out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And we'll see Kenny Pickett for the first time. And showing the graphic here, Kenny Pickett's had 7 fourth-quarter comeback wins since he got drafted. That's second most. First and 10 as the Steelers will travel from right to left. Kenny shotgun, sidecar to the left. Banana bunch right. And the handoff. That is to Najee Harris. Harris goes up the middle. He's going to fight forward. He's going to get about 5 yards to the 30-yard line. And the Steelers going back to their old throwback uniforms from back in the 70s days. Second down 5. Kenny now with a shotgun to the sidecar to the right this time. He's going to bootleg left. He's going to throw left. Pass is caught. That's George Pickens. He's right at the first down marker. They're going to say it is a catch, and he's got a first down. Needed 5. He got exactly 5. Showing the Packers defense. No Jair Alexander. And here no Jair Alexander for Green Bay. That's going to hurt. Kenny under center. Fakes the handoff. Fires to his right. Pass is caught. That's Connor Hayward to the 40. Leapfrogs over the 45-yard line for another first down. What a job by Lee. What a hurdle by Connor Hayward. He leapfrogged over Carlington Valentine for an extra 4 yards. Needed 10. He got 12. First and 10. Handoff. Yeah, Najee's going to be mad at the line for no gain. So far, some progress here in the opening drive for the Steelers. A couple of first down catches, one by George Pickens, the other by Connor Hayward. Filling in for Pat Freiermuth, still on IR. Second down 10. Kenny shotgun, sidecar right. 2. And the draw hand up to Najee. Najee's to the 50. He's going to fight, and he's going to spring forward for about a 7-yard gain to about the Packer 45-yard line. And, just seeing the graphic down below here, it looks like Baltimore is on the board already. It looks like Deshaun Watson threw a pick 6 to Kyle Hamilton. So Baltimore's defense up and cooking already. 3rd and 3. Coming up here. Steelers need the Packers 42 for a first down. Kenny takes the snap. Looks to his right. Fires a deep pass to the right. The pass is going to be over the head of everybody. That was intended for Deontay Johnson. There is a flag down. We got laundry. What's this about? That was Valentine, 37 on the coverage. And they're going to get Valentine for pass interference. So far, a tough first drive for Carrington Valentine. He got here, Connor Hayward leapfrogged him earlier, and then Valentine caught for pulling on Johnson's jersey. That's a huge penalty there. And his Packers defense, or his Packers averaging 7.5 penalties per game. That's tied for most in the NFL. Not a stat you exactly want to have. As they're showing, Jair Alexander is out with a shoulder injury. Kenny shotgun, sidecar to the right. And it's a draw handoff. Looks like it's Jalen Warren to the 25 to the 20. Spin moves to inside the 20 for a first down. It's down to the inside the Packers 17-yard line. Jalen Warren with an 11-yard carry on 1st and 10, and the Steelers are inside the red zone. Showing Broderick Jones here with a great block up front there, our first-round draft pick from this past year. So far, a very progressive opening drive here for the Steelers. Kenny under center, Warren in the backfield. Now he's going to call an audible here. Now it's a shotgun with Warren to his left. Low snap, takes the snap. He's going to look. He's going to fire a screen pass to Warren. Warren's going to get to the 15. He's going to be tackled forward to the 10-yard line. Could have been easily just a no gain. Instead, he got 6. So we'll bring up 2nd and 4. We'll call it a long 3. Second down and 4. Kenny shotgun, sidecar right at the Packers 10. They need the 6 for a first down. And the hand off the Warren up the middle. He's going to get, that's Najee. He's going to fight forward to the 5-yard line. That's going to be 1st and goal. Pardon me, I thought it was Warren still. It actually switched back to Najee there. And we got 1st and goal from the Packer 5 coming up. San Francisco went up 7-0 off a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. First and goal from inside the 5. Kenny shotgun, sidecar right. They give the Najee. Najee up the middle. Najee's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Untouched. Great blocking up front, and the Steelers are on the board first with 10:01 to go in the first. And I've noticed too that they have Broderick Jones on the right tackle position instead of the left tackle. It's still Dan Moore on the left. Boswell's extra point is up and through. So 10:01 to go in the opening salvo. And the Steelers struck for the second week in a row with an opening drive touchdown, something they've struggled with mighty all year until last Thursday. So it's a terrific start for the Steelers. Now it's the Packers' turn to see what they can do on their opening drive. Cincinnati has taken a 7-0 lead early on. 32-yard touchdown pass from Joe Burrow here to Irwin. Their backup wideout. I guess Irwin's the man that's supposed to be replacing, or not replacing, filling in for T. Higgins. So far, a 75-yard scoring drive there for the Steelers. A terrific way to. I did say my predictions here that this is Joe Barry's defense, and Joe Barry's defense has pretty much been dog water. If you don't believe me, go ask Tom Grossi. He'll tell you all about that. This stream is not sponsored by this drink I have in my hand. Be nice, but I'm not monetized. What the? Okay, it's. And they had the whole thing upside down. I was wondering if my TV was all out of sorts. Showing picture clips from the Super Bowl that the Packers and Steelers endured on in 2010. Actually, it was February of 2011. But that was again. Oh, someone dressed like Vince Lombardi out there. Nice. And the kickoff is away from right to left. And actually will be returned. I believe that is Jaden. That's Kasim Nixon. Nixon to the 30. He's going to be tackled at the 35-yard line. Look, they're showing back Canada smile. Back Canada smiles. That kind of smiling here is like seeing a blue moon. I'm like, I didn't even know this existed. Jordan Love takes this from their own 31. Jordan Love, shotgun sidecar right. Fires to his right. Pass is caught. And that is number 9. That is Christian Watson. Their early second-round acquisition. But he only got it for about an 8-yard gain. 9 yards they're going to give it to him. It'll bring up 2nd and 1. Showing last week. First game without a turnover since week 2 for Jordan Love. They went 20 of 26 last week. And a 20-3 win over the Rams. Shotgun sidecar right again. Draw handoff, and that's to Aaron Jones. And Jones is going to be he's going to be met for a hit and lost a few yards on that one. And that was a Landon Roberts with the initial hit, and he lost 2 yards on that. So 2nd and 1 turned to 3rd and 3. Still a manageable 3rd down here for the Pack. Under 9 minutes to go. I forgot to change the logo there. Pardon me. 3rd and 3. Shotgun, sidecar right again. Man in motion to the right. Takes the snap. Looks middle, fires middle, passes. Caught for a first down. And that is Christian Watson past midfield and tackled at the Steeler 48. Had a hard time telling who got a hold of that because they're both wearing white pants. Or, yellow pants. It was actually well covered by Joey Porter Jr. Tried to time the bat away well, but the ball got through. 1st and 10 from the Steeler 48. And the draw handoff looks like that was to A.J. Dillon. He's going to fight forward for 3 yards. Green Bay's offensive line has been really a big problem for him all year. Not having David Bakhtiari, he's out for the year, looks like. That's brutal for him. He's one of the better ones in the league, if not in the top 10. This time under center is Love on 2nd and 7. Play action. He's looking. He's got all time to throw. He's scrambling. Fires in the middle. Pass is caught wide open inside the 25 for a first down. And that looks like it's here, I believe, is that who's 13? Oh, 13 is the Dante Wicks. I'm just going to call him Wicks. Or Dante Wicks, 13 here, wide open in the secondary. Pressure just couldn't get to him. So, and as I was talking about the Packers O-line being a problem, it came through there. 1st and 10 from the Steelers 22. Love fires a quick pass caught inside the 20. Tackled by T.J. Watt to the 16-yard line. And that is 85. That is Tucker Kraft, the backup tight end. And no Adams at nose tackle today for the Steelers. It's going to be Keanu Benton playing nose tackle today. Our second-round acquisition this past April. Under center this time. Give to Dillon. Dillon's going to fight forward. He's going to fight. He's got a first down. He needed 4. He got exactly 4. And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line of the Steelers for the Packers. As we approach the under 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. As some Packer fans have been calling A.J. Dillon, they've been calling him Quadzilla. So far, a good drive for the Packers in their first go-around. Shotgun, sidecar right is Love. Motions the man right. Takes the snap. Hand off to Dillon. Dillon gets to the 10. He's going to get tackled. He's going to fall forward to the 8-yard line by Keanu Benton. And if that's a gain of 3, that's going to bring up 2nd and 7. Minnesota taking a 3-0 lead. Baltimore's up 14-0 on Cleveland. Shotgun alone is here's Love. 3 wide out set to the right. Takes the snap. Looking. Hit as he throw a pass. Nearly intercepted. That was Casey who almost reeled that in. That was intended, it looks like, for Christian Watson. The throw wasn't exactly there. It was over Watson, and Casey had a better shot at getting that in than Watson did. And we have a Steeler down. That is Quan Alexander, 54, who got the game-sealing interception at the end of the Titan game 10 days ago. So hot so far. So fast-paced first quarter right here. This is only the Packers' first drive, but we're already at the 5-minute mark. It's actually under 5 minutes left. 4:47 to go in the first as we go to commercial break. Tennessee 3-0. I already mentioned Cincinnati going up 7 and San Fran going up 7. This is a big week for the Bengals and the Steelers. Seeing that Cleveland and Baltimore going head to head here, it's a win-win sort of either way. I'm like, you're either gaining the game on Baltimore in the standings, or you're getting a leg up on Cleveland in the standings as far as the wild cards are concerned. Kind of rare you see an entire division be 2 games over 500 at this point. And speaking of that, the next 2 weeks, the Steelers will be on the road, and they're both going to be really tough battles on the road because they're both divisional, both in the division. The Steelers, I believe, first will have to travel to Cleveland to play the second go around with the Cleveland Browns. Even though right now Cleveland's losing 14-0 and can't ignore how good that defense of theirs is, they can just find consistency on offense here. They can be a very dangerous team in January if they get there. Then the week after that, they'd have to travel just a little farther southwest for that matter, and play the Cincinnati Bengals. Like I said, they're white hot right now. They're becoming that team nobody wants to play right now. And we're back from commercial. And we got 3rd and 7 here from the Steeler 8. They can get to the Steeler 1 for a first down. But the Packers are thinking touchdown. Takes the snap on a shotgun. Fires to the right to the corner. Pass caught. Touchdown. Green Bay. That is Romeo Doubs. And I believe he did get both feet in. An excellent route run and a great throw by Love. That was a hard throw to conduct right there. And a good job by Dobbs to make sure he dragged the toes on both of them. It was Levi Wallace who was covering him. Extra point by Carlson is up, and it's good. And so both teams on their opening drive find success. With 4:42 to go in the first, it's Green Bay 7, Pittsburgh 7. Someone asking me, was I shocked the Bears won despite predicting the Panthers would win? Not really. I only predicted Carolina would win because that would be typical Chicago. A game they should win. I mean, you're playing against Carolina. It doesn't matter who you are. You should win that game. Kickoff away. And that one will be Oh, kicked it out in the sun. Kicked it out of bounds before the end zone, and that's going to be a flag, and the Steelers are going to have excellent field position. So a special teams mistake by Anders Carlson. And the Steelers are going to start from their own 35. Kenny's going to go under center. Jalen Warren's in the backfield. And a play action pass. He bootlegs right. Pass caught. That's Washington. And he's going to get they started their own 40, not 35. That was Darnell Washington with a catch. And he runs out of bounds for about a 5-yard gain. Actually, they're going to give him 6, and it's going to be 2nd and 4. Kenny again under center. Warren again in the backfield. And the handoff to Warren. Warren's going to run to his right. He's going to plow forward for about 3 yards to their own 49. They need midfield for a first, and it's going to be 3rd and 1. Show a Pat Fryer move. Still on IR. Kenny under center, 3rd and 1. And Kenny's just going to sneak it, and he looks like they're going to get, yep, they got the first down. Needed 1, got exactly 1 at midfield. A little shove there from Connor Hayward in the back. Having their own little brotherly shove, if you will. Not totally. They get a shove from Hayward. Pickett did get a shove from Hayward there. But nonetheless, 1st and 10, Steelers at midfield. Under 3 minutes left in the first. Kenny again under center. Hand off to Warren to the right. Warren's going to the 45. He's going to fall forward to the 41-yard line for about 9 yards. So a good first down run there by Jalen Warren for 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 1. Second and 1 from the Packer 41. And they play action to Warren. And Kenny's got a bootleg right. He's got to fire. The pass is caught, but was he in bounds? No, the cell was intercepted. It was Mixon. And it's intercepted. It was, God almighty, really? It was Kasim Nixon with the interception. It was intended for Pickens. All turnovers are automatically reviewed anyway. It was intended for Deontay Johnson. God, sometimes it's hard to read that ball when the sun's out and they're both wearing yellow pants. I swear. Oh, man. That first angle looked like I need to see other angles. That first one didn't really show me much. He definitely got 1 foot in, but where was his toes on the other foot by the time he got control of that ball is the question. Yeah, because Steve Nixon is their corner. I believe they brought him in here to fill in for Jair Alexander. Even though Corey Ballantyne here was listed as the one behind, as the left corner behind Jair. You see a replay to see if he actually did indeed get both feet in on that interception. With 1:55 to go in the second. Catch. I need to see the other foot. Okay, here you go. Got one. Nope. He only got one. He only got one. I thought he only got one, but I wasn't sure where the toes were by the time he got that. Yeah, because it happened too quick. I was too confused. I thought we ended up catching that ball. I didn't see Nixon reel that in. Like, why are you showing that graphic? They're showing no interceptions thrown in the last 129 attempts. Usually when you show something like that, an interception happens almost immediately after. Oh, crud. You did that to Jared Goff, and he threw a pick six against Seattle, and that was the difference. Even though that was Fox that did that, but still. I mean, 3rd and 1, you're just going to give this to Warren, aren't you? Now I'm starting to be more reacting than I do in play-by-play here, but I end up going back and forth sometimes. Kenny's going to go under center, 3rd and 1. It's Najee in the backfield. Need the 40 for a first. The pitch to Najee. Najee's got the first down of the 40. 35. Falls forward to the 30-yard line. He needed one. He got 11. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Steelers at the Packer 30. Good blocking by Dan Moore and Darnell Washington to give Najee plenty of room to run. First and 10. Kenny under center. Fakes the handoff to Najee. He's going to throw a screen at Deontay Johnson. Johnson's got it. He's going to get only about 4 yards to the Packer 27. Oh, excuse me. That was Calvin Austin, the third on that catch. Thought it was Deontay. It was 19, not 18. Kenny, draw handoff to Najee. Najee's going to the 25, and he's going to fall forward to the 23-yard line. Pick up of about 3 or 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3. And what would probably is going to most likely be the last play of the first quarter coming up here. $25 Nixon there, who almost had the interception here with the tackle. Kenny alone at shotgun, banana bunch left. Takes the snap, looks right, fires a quick screen. That is caught. That is Jalen Ward. He's got a first down. He's at the 20-yard line. He needed 3. He got 4. And the Steelers, and that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. It was a quick first quarter. We played 1. Steelers 7. Green Bay 7. Steelers driving, though. And I believe, while we're in between quarters here, I believe this is the first time that two franchises with 700-plus wins are facing each other. These are the only 2 franchises that have 700-plus wins. Green Bay, I think, has, if I remembered right, they have 736, And the Steelers have 703, maybe 702. They just picked up number 700 earlier this year. I think it was the Baltimore game they got 700. Which, that was because I think it's 702 actually. Still got a ways to go to catch Green Bay for first overall, but considering this franchise is 13 years younger than Green Bay, because Green Bay started in 1920, I believe, but maybe it was 1921. And the Steelers weren't established until 1933. I'm surprised. I'm looking at the TV adverts here. I'm still surprised Survivor is even a series right now. Thought that would have got canceled a long time ago. Saints and Vikings tied at 3. It's improving to a 10-0 lead, and it's 14-3 Baltimore. Still 3-0 Tennessee, and still 7-0 Cincinnati. As we start the second quarter, the Steelers going from left to right this time. Kenny shotgun, sidecar to the left on 1st and 10 from the Pac-20. Takes the snap. The draw hand up to Warren, and that play here, who had no materializing there. The snap, the handoff was awkward, and Jaylen Warren actually slipped and fell, and he lost a yard. Second down 10 from the Pac-21. They need the Pac-10 for a first. Kenny takes a snap, looks to his left. Still looking left. Fires left. Passes incomplete. Intended for Deontay Johnson. Mixing there on the coverage. There's a flag down, though. Probably a hold on the Steelers, considering. No, they're going to call holding on Green Bay. And they're going to get Nixon, who almost got an interception on this drive. Instead, now he's getting a penalty. He got called for holding Deontay Johnson. Oh, excuse me, he was holding George Pickens. Excuse me. I thought. Oh, Ballantyne was the one covering Deontay Johnson. And now it's 1st and 10 from the Pac-16. Kenny shotgun, sidecar to left. And the draw hand up to Warren. Warren's going to get to the 10 to the 5. Spin move. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jaylen Warren broke a couple tackles with a nice spin move. And from 16 yards out, the Steelers are 2 for 2. Terrific blocking up front. Broke a couple tackles on the way. And the Steelers cashed in on the holding call. Instead of Boswell's extra point is up and through. So instead of a 3rd and 10 from the Pac-21, the holding call made it 1st and 10 from the 16, and the Steelers went from there. 2 drives and 2 touchdowns for the Steelers. And now Green Bay is going to look to try and go 2 for 2 themselves. Don't mind me, I'm just checking my fantasy to see how bad I'm doing. Pleasantly surprised by the Steelers getting 2 touchdowns in their first 2 drives. Been used to seeing them struggle in the first half all year. But both of our running backs, Warren and Najee, getting in the end zone. And that has been a staple for the Steelers is getting the running is having an establishing a running game. Whew. And Boswell's kick is away, and that one, that might go. Nope, that's going to be a touchback, it looks like. Nope, it's going to be returned. And that was Nixon, I believe, on the return. And he didn't even make it to the 20, did he? Or no, he got by there. He just didn't make the 25. Showing Alex Highsmith's next-gen stats. Highsmith came in huge in week 2 against Cleveland. Love under center from their own 23 as they go from right to left. And the pitch, that is to Aaron Jones, and Jones is going to be tackled for just a 2-yard gain to the 25-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8. That's been a big problem for the Packers this year is their running game. No run blocking up front. And they're just showing an update on Quan Alexander. It's a leg problem. Looks like he's questionable to return. Baltimore's improved to a 17-3 lead. With 13:36 to go here. 2nd down 8. And the draw handoff. Nope, fake the draw handoff here. Love looks. And the ball and it's batted at the line of scrimmage. And that was Keanu Benton, a rookie acquisition or draft acquisition from round 2. Got his hands up and batted it down. So far, Keanu Benton doing a swell job here, filling in for Adams. And we got 3rd and 8 coming up here. Green Bay's been 2 for 2 in their first drive. Let's see if they can go 3 for 3 here to avoid the 3 and out. Shotgun, sidecar left. Takes the snap. Looks to his right, fires a quick pass. Pass is juggled and incomplete. That was intended for Christian Watson. He couldn't reel it in. He wasn't going to get the first down. He was going to be short by a couple yards anyway. And the punt team is out for Green Bay. It was a quick comeback route there by Watson, and Watson just couldn't hold on. It just didn't reel it in. So for the first punt of the day, as we see Daniel Whelan out there, and the punt is away. And taking is Calvin Austin to the 40 or the 45. He's got to run out of bounds at the 46-yard line. This is Calvin Austin the third. A decent return. And excellent field position for the Steelers to start their third drive of the game with 13:06 to go in the second. Well, can we go 3 for 3? I mean, so far the offense gelling so far. I said so far too many times, and we got excellent starting field position here too. Take a look at the out-of-town scores here, and just happened. The Houston has gone ahead, has tied the game. C.J. Stroud found Tank Dell for a 6-yard touchdown. A rookie combination there. Tell you what, Tank Dell's been quietly an excellent rookie acquisition for Houston. I believe it was round 3-ish is when they got Tank Dell. Yep, round 3 is when they got Tank Dell. And Nico Collins is out today, but also getting Dalton Schultz, formerly of the Dallas Cowboys, during the offseason has been that's been a heck of an acquisition for him. Sorry, I'm floundering, it sounds like, but our first 2 drives have been 5 minutes plus, and they're both resulting in touchdowns. Like to see go 3 for 3 here. Kenny shotgun with a sidecar to his right. Motions a man back. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's looking. He's going to be hit, and that's going to be a sack. We have a flag down, but I imagine that's going to be holding on the Steelers. So our first sack of the game, unless that laundry is on Green Bay for illegal contact, and it was. .34, Jonathan Owens called for illegal contact, and that's another tough penalty for Green Bay. As they're showing highlights of Houston's touchdown that tied the game at 7 early in the second. As I stated before, penalties for Green Bay have been a big problem. Minnesota's up 10-3. Third penalty of the game for Green Bay. Kenny shotgun sidecar right. He's going to look. He's going to be hit. No, he got away from it. scrambling. He's just going to run. He's going to run out of bounds at the Packer 46 for about, we're going to give it 3 yards. Manages to avoid a sack and picked up 3 yards with his feet. Couldn't find anybody open, but they're actually going to give him 4 yards. 4 yards is better than minus 4 yards, which it could have been there. As the clock winds to 12:06 to go in the second. Kenny this time under center. And the pitch to Warren, pitch to Najee. Najee spins out of a couple of tackles, and he's going to spin forward, and he's going to be a yard shy of a first down. Looks like he got about 4 on that run. And actually, they're going to give him 5, so it'll be 3rd and 1 coming up. Kenny again under center. And he's going to sneak, and he's going to – no, he ain't going to get it. He needed the Packer 49. He just got stuck at the line of scrimmage, so now it's 4th and 1. So now it's decision time here for Mike Tomlin. Do you just punt this away and play the field position game, or this is generally a spot where most coaches nowadays go for it, and it sounds like that's exactly what the Steelers are going to do. It's 4th and 1. Like I said, they need the Pack 49, or 39, excuse me. Kenny's going to go under center. And the pitch to Warren. Warren runs to his left, and he's got the first down. He's got the 35, and he's going to be tackled at the 32-yard line. He needed 1 yard. He got a lot more than that. He got 8 yards. So the pitch out to Warren to the left-hand side, and a terrific block up front. I believe that's George Pickett with the blocking up front. Oh, excuse me, the 11, Allen Robinson, the second, actually was also doing some good blocking up front, too, to make sure. So good job by the wideouts, both of them. So we got 1st and 10, Pittsburgh at the Packer 32. Kenny, shotgun, sidecar right. That's Warren to his right. And he looks right, pumps. He's going to scramble to his left. He's going to be hit, and this time he is sacked, and that'll count that one for sure. That is Preston Smith. And Kenny lost about, I think, 7 yards to his own 49, or to the Pack 39-yard line. There have been a couple of times the pressure got there and Kenny slipped away, but not that time. And right now, starting to think they might be a little bit out of Boswell's range. 2nd down, 17. Kenny. Draw hand up to Najee. Najee's going to go up the middle. He's just trying to get some yards back. And he only got to the 36-yard line for a gain of about 3, and it's going to be 3rd and about 13. Or they're going to say 14, actually. So at the 36, if this ball doesn't go anywhere, it would be a 53-yard field goal for Boswell. I imagine if Kenny shotgun sidecar left, fires right, pass caught. That's Connor Hayward. He's going to get to the 30, to the 25, and he's going to almost get the first down. He needed the Pack 22-yard line for a first down. He only got to the 23. So it's going to be 4th and 1 again. Now do you still go for it here, or do you just take the points? I think it's so early in the game. They're saying it's 4th and 2 now, and Tomlin's going to call a timeout from the sounds of it. I just saw Tomlin motion for a timeout, and yeah, I believe they did. That's their first timeout of the half with 8:12 to go in the second. I think it's 4th and 2. I think, you know what? Just take the 3 points. It's still early. I would just take the 3 points. I mean, early in the game, anything that results in points is good. Is good results, and I would take a Boswell field goal, which it looks like from the split screen they're showing here, because they're just showing a advert on the right hand side. And yep, they're going to go with Boswell, and I agree with this call. At 4th and 2, I would just send the field goal unit out. If it was like 4th and 1 or less, I would consider it, but it was still a good drive. Just the sack kind of hurt. From the right hash, Boswell from 40 yards out, the kick is up. But this would have been good in the Arena Football League. It is good. With 8:08 to go in the second, the Steelers extend their lead to double digits. Steelers 17, Packers 7. Well, as far as the first halves that have been concerned for the Steelers, this has been easily their best first half of the season so far. Still got 8 minutes left in this first half yet. Ooh, and Tampa Bay put in a long touchdown there, as they take a 7-3 lead. San Fran still 10-0. 17-3 still Baltimore on Cleveland. Still 7-7 with Houston and Cincinnati. And still 10-3 Minnesota over New Orleans. Dang it, they're showing the NCIS upside down thing again. And Boswell's kick is away, and returning it from the 1. That's Nixon. Nixon's going here, and Nixon's not even going to get to the 15-yard line. Instead of going north and south, he tried east and west, and that failed. Boykin, 13, was on the tackle. And Green Bay's got some tough field position to start their next drive. So far, Love, 5 of 8 for 60 yards and the score. Love and shotgun with sidecar on both sides. Fires right, pass incomplete. Intended for Christian Watson. That one was well covered, but there's a flag down. I imagine this could be on Joey Porter Jr. Did he get there early? Yep, they're going to get Porter for being early. I was gonna say, looking at that live, I was like, was he early for that? And he was. He was all over Christian Watson there. It was about a 7-yard penalty, though, so it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 20. And fakes the draw hand up to Dillon. Love was looking. He's going to run right. He's going to be caught from behind by T.J. Watt. The ball came loose, but I believe he was down anyway. And he got about a 3-yard pickup on that one. Good job by T.J. to catch up to him. Yeah, that ball, he was down before that ball came out. I mean, Green Bay recovered it anyway, but TJ with already 4 tackles and a QB hit today. Banana bunch left, and now motions out. Love under center. Need the 30 for a first, 2nd and 7. And the handoff is to Jones. Jones to the 25, and he's going to get close to a first down. Not quite. Casey won the tackle. It'll be 3rd and 1. With under 7 minutes to go in the second. Showing Matt LaFleur has been 50 and 40 since he get here during his tenure. 3rd and 1. Shotgun, sidecar left. Could be a draw handoff. No, it's instead of an option pitch to Jones, and Jones got hit behind the line, but he was able to sprint here to lunge forward, and he got a first down. He needed 1. He got about 2. He did get hit behind the line of scrimmage, but he was able to keep his balance enough to here to lunge forward. This one was trying to listen on the sideline reporting to see if anything was up. Shotgun, sidecar right on 1st and 10 from the 30, their own 31. And the draw handoff is for a big run here by Dillon to the 40, the 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, and finally tackled out of bounds at the 29-yard line is A.J. Dillon. The biggest run of the biggest play of the game so far. Terrific blocking up front. And Casey had his hands full trying to get him down. And finally, Keanu Neal came in here with a tackle. That was a 40-yard run there by A.J. Dillon. And just like that, the Packers are well into Steeler territory. They're inside their 30. Love drops back. He's looking. He's going to be hit and sacked. T.J. Watt got him down at the 36-yard line. That time the Steelers did penetrate. And T.J. Watt will looks like he will get credit for the sack. And most sacks in 100 career games, TJ just passed his big brother, JJ. 10.5 for the year, most in the NFL. From the Steeler 35, 2nd and 16, Love is going to fire a deep pass to the right. Pass is incomplete. That one intended for Wicks, who caught a big 3rd down conversion in the first drive of the game. Porter Jr. was in on the coverage here. Wicks just couldn't reel that in. Throw was a bit high, but it did go off his hands. So it's going to be 3rd and 16 from the Steeler 36. It would be a 53-yard field goal for Carlson if they don't advance another yard. Love alone in shotgun. 3 wides to the right. He takes the snap. Looks right. He's going to fire deep down the middle, though. The pass is going to be caught for a touchdown for Green Bay. That is Jaden Reed, number 11. somehow got behind the secondary and beat him. His 4th touchdown of the year. He beat Levi Wallace and Keanu O'Neal. And a well-thrown ball by Jordan Love. He had all day to throw, too. Good. Here, the Steelers couldn't penetrate there. So with 4:14 to go, the extra point is up and it is blocked. And that could be a huge block for later down the road. So instead of a 3-point game, it's now a 4-point game. And that was 20. Was that Patrick Peterson who blocked that? Nonetheless, 14:40 to go. 14:40 to go in the second. It's the Steelers 17, the Packers 13. I mean, there's a lot of game left. We don't know how big of a factor those points are going to be, but so Green Bay cashing in on a big run by A.J. Dillon of 40 yards, and then followed by a 36-yard touchdown pass from Love to Jalen Reed, who's quietly become a good target for Jordan Love as of late. I believe Jalen Reed got 2 touchdowns in the Atlanta game in week 2. Cleveland added a field goal at 17-6. No scoring update as far as the other games were concerned. Oh, wait, Jacksonville got a field goal. It's 10-3. San Fran's still on top there. And let's see if the Steelers can get some points on the board before the break. Keep in mind, Green Bay will get the ball first to start the third. And they kick us away, and the ball bobbled the kick. Here, I believe it was McFarland. McFarland, 26, bobbled the ball, and he was not able to get anything on the return. He did recover it, but he only got to about, I think, their own 15-yard line. Let's see if the Steelers can go 4 for 4 with their scoring drives. And a quick pitch to Najee to the left, and Najee is going to get just a yard. Najee with 10 carries for 46 and a score. Second down and 9 from their own 16. Kenny, quick screen to Warren, and Warren dropped it, but did he get? Was it incomplete or was that a backwards pass? If that's a backwards pass, the Green Bay just scored a touchdown, but they whistled it dead. I'm not 100% sure that ball went forward. They might want to look at that here. I'm not 100% that ball went forward. Again, it's whistled dead. That view right there looked like it went backwards. They did whistle it dead, so I guess they can't review that. I thought they worked on that rule, by the way. Yeah, I'm with LaFleur on this one. I'm like, that looked backwards.
I think these officials are going to find out when they look at it. They'll find out here if they look at it.
Now, the fact it was whistled dead is why they probably can't advance the ball because a Green Bay defender picked the ball up and he lunged in the end zone for a touchdown. Had they just let the play go? Now, it was the line judge that made the call. Minnesota is up 17-3, by the way, on New Orleans. But I think this is I don't think that was a forward pass. The angles they're showing, it looked either was a straight line or it went backwards slightly. I don't think this is a forward pass. They call the call on the field as a forward pass. So there has to be indisputable evidence that it was backwards, and it was a clear recovery by the Packers. It would have been a touchdown if they just swallowed the whistle and let that play out. So maybe the Steelers caught a break there. I don't think they can call it a touchdown, even though it was a clear recovery and a score. And I believe that was Rashawn Gary who actually ended up with the recovery. Wow. Steelers caught a break. I think that's a bad call. I honestly think that was actually a backwards pass. I really do. It looked like a backwards pass, and it was a clear recovery and a scoop and score by Rashawn Gary. I'm a Steeler fan. I'll take the break, but sometimes I got to call it how I see it. To me, that looked backwards. It should have been Green Bay's football. It was a scoop and score. And nonetheless, 3rd and 9 from their own 16. They need the 25 for a first. Kenny alone in shotgun. Takes a snap, scrambles to his right, throws a dump off, and it's to Connor Hayward, and it falls incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. That was on the coverage. It would have been short even if Hayward did get. He would have been well short even if Hayward did get it. So a quick 3 and out for the Packers, but considering the situation from the play before, the Seals will just take the punt instead of having 1st and goal or what should have been 20-17 Green Bay. Well, let's face facts. That should have been a scoop and score for Green Bay. And I believe that is Preston Harvin's first punt, and it is away, taking it at their own 34, and running out of bounds to about the 46-yard line. I believe that's Nixon again. So Green Bay is going to get excellent field position to start their next drive and see if they can capture the lead for the first time today. With 3:12 to go. And as stated before, Green Bay will get the ball first to start the third. Shotgun is Love. Fires a deep ball again. The pass is going to be incomplete. Porter Jr. on the coverage. That was intended for 87. That is Romeo Dobbs, who caught the first touchdown of the game for Green Bay. .306 to go. Second and 10 from their own 46. They need to steal their 44. The handoff is to, looks like Dillon, and Dillon's going to fight forward to about the 48-yard line. No, excuse me, that's Aaron Jones, number 33. And he got about 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and 4. Once again, they need to steal their 55 in a hurry up, quick dump off, and that was intended for Aaron Jones, and Jones dropped it. They tried to catch the Steelers off guard, and he tried to throw a quick dump to the left-hand side to Jones, and Jones couldn't reel it in, and it's 4th and 4. With 2:42 to go, we'll see if Green Bay is going to go for it. No, they're going to try. They're just going to punt this. They are in midfield, so I would keep an eye on for a fake. Whelan's punt was for 43 yards the first time out. Still keeping an eye for a fake here, considering where they're at. Nope, no fake. They're just going to punt that away. And calling for a fair catch is Austin, and he fair catches it at his own 8-yard line. So a pair of quick 3-and-outs from both sides with 2:35 to go here in the second. And the Steelers, with 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, want to add to that 4-point gap before the halftime gun. Kenny with a shotgun sidecar right. Takes the snap a little low. Fires left, pass, caught. First down to the 25-yard line. That's Deontay Johnson. Gain of 17 on that catch. I believe that's the first catch for Deontay Johnson today. Maybe it was the second. Nice blocking by Najee there, even though he got back. Here he got back into Kenny. Yep, that's the first target for Deontay, too. And Kenny. Shotgun sidecar. Fires again to the left. And this time George Pickett's with the catch, and he's got another first down. Needed 10, got 12. And that's Pickens' only second catch of the day. This time for 12 yards and another both catches from Pickett has been first downs as we reach the 2-minute warning. And the Steelers with a 4-point advantage, 17-13. Just waiting for the commercials to end. I apologize if you hear my chewing on the mic. I was told before since I got the mic on here they can hear me chug when I drink. All right, 1st and 10 from our own 38. Kenny with a shotgun. He's to the sidecar right. Fires a dump off, and the pass is caught. And that's, I believe, Najee Harris. He's going to get to the 43-yard line for about a gain of 5 yards. And the clock is rolling, 1:47. Still got 2 timeouts. They run the hurry up. Kenny takes the snap. And it's a draw handoff up the middle. And it looks like that was Najee. And Najee's not going to get the first. He only got 3. He needed 4. So it's a quick 3rd down. And a timeout looks like was called. And that was Green Bay who called their first timeout, actually. Oh, no, they lost their time. Never mind. Excuse me. They lost their timeout because of the challenge. The Steelers called their second timeout. They got 1 left. The Steelers have 1 timeout left. It'll be 3rd and 2. From their own 46, they need a 48 for a first. And he takes the snap. Looks left. Fires. Passes. Almost intercepted. That was intended for Deontay Johnson. It was well covered by number 35. That was Corey Ballantyne. Oh, they could have gotten Ballantyne for a hold on Deontay. He had a lot of jersey on that. And Deontay almost reeled that in as well, despite the coverage. And the punting unit is out. And the punt's away. And fair catch called for from his own 15-yard line. His next, that was 11. That's Jaden Reed. So with 1:20 to go for the Pack, Pack have 80 seconds to get something materializing before the halftime break, and not to mention that they will have the ball to start the 3rd. Love, 1st and 10 from his own 15. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, fires a quick screen pass to Jaden Reed. Reed lost 4 yards. Joey Porter Jr. read that very well, and he hit here, and he met Jaden Reed as he caught that. And it's going to be 2nd, and actually they're saying he lost 5 yards, and the clock is winding down to under a minute, 55 seconds left. From their own 10. And it's going to be a draw hand up to Jones, and Jones is going to get up the middle. He's going to get about, looks like 9 yards. And Green Bay seems content with just letting this first half drain away. 30 seconds, 29. I think they're just going to let the clock run down since they couldn't get anything going here. They don't want to do anything too drastic here because they don't want to give the Steelers a free shot at points. Well, actually, I actually didn't see that the play clock was. Nope, they just let it run down. So that'll do it for the first. We've played 30. And the Steelers offense doing much better than what they've had all year in the first half. And the Steelers go to the break with a 17-13 advantage. Okay. I missed it. Take a quick look at some out-of-town scores here while we're at the halftime break. And the Cleveland, we'll start with the big AFC North matchup here. And, right on cue, the Cleveland Browns are slowly trickling their way back in it here. They just kicked the field goal, their third of the day, and they only trail 17-9 and as they're in the last minute of the second quarter. Deshaun Watson, not a good day offensively as far as his pass production here. He's passed for 70 yards. He's thrown the pick six, and he's only 5 of 15. It looks like their big production on offense has been from Jerome Ford. He's got 11 carries for 75 yards, his longest one being for 28 yards. Ravens offensively, okay-ish. Looks like Lamar Jackson, 8 for 12 passing, 111 yards. Their running game, again, has been okay. Mitchell had that 39-yard touchdown run. That's about it. So far, Cleveland's defense seems like they've been keeping them around long enough. Like I said, it's only a one-possession game there. It seemed like that could have gotten out of hand in a hurry. We move on to the other big game in the 1 o'clock slot, the San Francisco 49ers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars seem to have been having trouble getting things going offensively. Trevor Lawrence is 9 of 13, 93 yards. Not much materializing running game-wise. ETN's only got 7 carries for 25. And he got 16 of that in one run. So he's been struggling as far as the run game goes. Speaking of the run game, Christian McCaffrey has been the main has been getting the yards for him. He's got 8 carries for 43 yards. He's also got 4 catches for 40 yards. And the only touchdown of the game came from Brandon Ayuk. As San Fran is at halftime, they lead 13-3. We move to Tampa and Tennessee. Not really an eventful game so far. Will Levy's 9 of 13, only 82 yards. Only 32 yards rushing so far from Tennessee between Spears and Henry. Henry's had the ball 7 times, only ran for 12 yards. Spears has outrun him so far. He's got 4 for 20. But no running game out of Tampa either. White's got 6 carries for 15 yards. Basically, the main story has been Mayfield's touchdown pass to Rondell White. And Mike Evans does have 3 catches for 51 yards. But so far, it's been pretty much a game. We moved to the intriguing NFC game that I mentioned earlier. And right now, as that game is, I believe, at halftime. Yep, it's at halftime here. Minnesota kicking on the burners in the second quarter. It was 3-3 after 1, and it was all Vikings from there. Here, Josh Dobbs is having a terrific game so far. He's 18 of 22 for 220 yards and a touchdown. He's also ran for a touchdown. He's got 6 carries for 40 yards in the score. Here, TJ Hawkinson, 10 carries, 128 yards, and the touchdown that put him up 24-3. Boy, Minnesota seems rejuvenated. And they don't even have Justin Jefferson's not even back yet. That's the thing. It's like they've been on this 4-game streak since losing Jefferson, and Jefferson might be back next week. So 24-3 Minnesota in that one. It looks like it's all them, or at least so far. Still 30 minutes left in that one. And so far, like the surprise of the day, I mean, maybe we shouldn't be surprised. Maybe we should. Maybe, I don't know. Is Houston is up 10-7 on Cincinnati. Joe, let's just take a look at the numbers here. Yeah, Houston with Amendola. Amendola coming in. He kicked the go-ahead field goal right before half to put him up 10-7. Let's take a look at the quarterback's numbers. Joe Burrow's 14 of 18 for 94 yards. He's got a score. Not much materializing on the run game for the Bengals. They've totaled just 21 yards between Mixon and Burrow. Receiving-wise, just the Irwin touchdown has been the main thing. Even though Jamar Chase is playing, he's only got 2 catches for 21 yards. We look at Houston. C.J. Stroud, 13 of 21, 198 yards and a score. Running game has been pretty good. It seems like Houston's outplayed them. It's been outplaying them lately. As the game was getting going, it was like Houston was getting better, and they were actually outplaying Cincinnati here because they got 198 yards passing. They got 75 yards rushing. And they were over a 2-to-1 ratio on total yards with Cincinnati. Singletary, 12 carries for 62 yards. Receiving wise for Houston, Noah Brown, 4 catches for 96 yards. Dalton Schultz, 3 catches, 46 yards. And then, as aforementioned, Tank Dell, he's got 4 catches, 39 yards, and the touchdown. So far, seems like Houston very much getting the better of this so far. Even though it is only 10-7, but yardage-wise, Cincinnati is struggling. And Houston seems to be getting the rhythm, considering you got 273 yards of total offense. Okay. Okay. Basically just waiting for the second half to get going. Four o'clock games, pretty much the only intriguing one out of the four games that are happening a little later is going to be the Detroit Charger game. Playoff implications for both sides. I mean, Dallas should beat the Giants by halftime, if not sooner. Seattle should rebound with Washington, unless they are more sus than we gave them credit for after that 37-3 debacle with Baltimore. Atlanta should beat Arizona, but they do get Kyler Murray back. That might be that one was the up in the air one. I'm like, I don't know what the deal with Atlanta really is. They seem like a team that should win the South, but they just keep shooting themselves in the foot. I mean, look at New Orleans right now. New Orleans is down 24-3. I mean, they're so inconsistent. The only thing they have going for them is that they have two other inconsistent teams, and probably the worst one in the league in Carolina. So, I didn't take a look at the total yards from this game we're covering here. Let's take a look at that real fast. See, Jordan Love, 7 of 13, 90 yards, but he does have 2 touchdowns. Kenny Pickett, 10 of 14, just 83 yards. Running game, A.J. Dillon had that big 40-yard run. Attributed for most of his yards. He's got 4 for 51. Aaron Jones just has 6 for 23. For the Steelers, almost 100 yards total between Pickett, Warren, and Harris. Harris has 48 yards on 11 carries and a score. Warren's got 47 out of 6 and a score. Receiving-wise, nothing really stands out as far as the Steelers go. Hayward's leading the receiving with 2 for 25. Deontay Johnson and George Pickens each have 17 yards. For the Packers, Jalen Reed just has that has been their main been their top receiver, and that's just purely off that 35-yard touchdown pass that made it 17-13. So far, kind of like the main story, like other than the great first quarter the Steelers had, was that lateral that wasn't called a lateral. They called it incomplete, and they said the play stood. Had they let that go and then not blow the whistle on that, it would be 20-17 Green Bay right now. As we're about to get underway here in the third quarter, Mixon's looks like he's gonna return this one, unless Boswell kicks this out for a touchback, obviously. And Boswell kicks it away. And Nixon takes the return. He's going to get to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. Still on his feet, 35-40, 45-50, and finally tackled beyond the line here past midfield. And the Packers are going to have great field position to start. It looks like he got all the way to the Steeler 42-yard line. Easily the best starting field position of the day. My goodness, I'm used to Boswell just kicking these out of the back of the end zone for touchbacks. Banana bunch to the left. Now, draw handoff up the middle. He's going to get to about the 41-yard line. I believe that was Aaron Jones. They started from the Steeler 44, and it'll be 2nd and 7 from the 41. The Steeler 41, mind you. Also, one of the key plays was that blocked extra point. Love, shotgun, sidecar right, and the draw handoff to the sidecar, and he's only going to get a yard. It was Aaron Jones. He only gets to the 40-yard line. Great penetration by the D-line there. Keanu Neal looks like he was in on that. And it'll bring up 3rd and 6. This time Love's a load-in shotgun with a banana bunch to the right. 5 on the play clock. Takes the snap, looks to his left. Now looks middle, fires middle, pass. Batted and incomplete. Pack won a flag, and they got it. They got the flag. It was a little late on that one, wasn't it? It was intended for 13 wicks. And it looks like we have offsetting penalties. There was pass interference on the Steelers, but there was also holding by Green Bay. So that cancels out. So we'll get a replay 3rd and 6 with 13:27 to go in the third. Packers 4 of 6 on 3rd down. They need the Steelers 34 for a first. Love takes the snap, drops back, fires. Incomplete. Fired down the middle again. That was intended for 87 Romeo Doubs. And the pass was way low, and Doubs had no shot at getting that. Levi Wallace was there in the coverage. And they're going to go for it. They're going to say, what the hell? Let's just go for it here. I need to redraw the timeouts on here. I'll do that with 4th and 6. Once again, they need the Steeler 34 for a first. Love's going to fire. The pass is caught for a first down. That was Aaron Jones with the catch. He needed 6. He got 7. First and 10 from the Steeler 33. This time Love under center. And they give the Jones, that's Dillon up the middle. And Dillon's going to get maybe 2 yards on that one. Packers on the move here, 2nd and 7 from the Steeler 30. Need the 23 for a first. Shotgun, sidecar right, the handoff to the sidecar. That's Dylan, and he stumbled, but he manages to get his way forward for 3 yards. So it'll be about 3rd and 4, 3.5. No, his knee was down before. I think the Steelers, well, maybe they. I was thinking about challenge, but they're not going to challenge that. 3rd and 3. Banana bunch to the left. Love on shotgun. Under pressure. He's going to fire a screen pass. Pass is caught by Jones for a first down to the 20. And he's tackled at the 15-yard line. And a good job by 50. That's Landon Roberts. If Landon Roberts didn't make that shoestring tackle, Aaron Jones might have been in the end zone because he had a lot of green in front of him beyond that. So the Packers are inside the Steelers' red zone. First and 10 for the Steeler 14. Under center, I formation. And they give to Jones, and Jones is going to be hit, and he's going to probably get a yard if that. So far, this drive going on 5 minutes, as we got 10:08 to go in the third. Love, shotgun, sidecar left. Need the Steeler 4 for a first on 2nd and 9. Takes a snap. He's under pressure. He's going to throw a screen pass to Jones, and Jones is going to be hit, and he's just going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A good job by the Steelers of making making sure Jones didn't break this time, and Keanu Benton there on the tackle. And it's going to be 3rd and 9. Once again, need the Steelers 4 for a first down. Back shotgun alone. Banana bunch left. Takes the snap. Looks left. Now looks middle. Fires middle. Pass. Incomplete. That was intended for Luke Musgrave. Their 2nd-round draft pick this past April, and that's going to be 4th down with 9:11 to go in the third, and that'll bring up the field goal unit. Elijah Riley was there on the coverage. And Love threw that one behind everybody. No one really had a shot at that ball. So here comes Anders Carlson, 11 for 13 of the year. This would be just from 31 yards out. The snap, the hold, and the kick is good. So 9:08 to go in the third. The Pack score, but right now, the blocked extra point on the Jaden Reed touchdown so far is the difference in this game. The score, the Steelers 17, the Pack 16. Got some out-of-town score updates here. Houston has added to their lead. It's now 13-7 with an Amendola field goal. Tampa Bay has added to their lead. It's now 10-3. And a 66-yard touchdown catch for George Kittle. And San Francisco makes it 20-3 early in the third. Got to be loving that if you're Houston fans, or even the Colts fans for that matter. Got a chance to gain some ground in the AFC South. And Green Bay is about to kick this one away from right to left. And they kick us away. And McFarland's going to take it from his 5 to the 10, 15, 20. And he's going to be tackled at the 21-yard line. And the Steelers will have the ball for the first time in the second half. Yeah, so far the Steelers' identity in their first half has been their running game. Kenny shotgun, sidecar left. Motions a banana bunch to the right. Now motions it back out. And the hand up to Najee up the middle. Najee's going to get, we're going to call it 2 yards. To the 24-yard line, it'll be 2nd and 8. Dang, Noah Brown got 116 yards in this game, in that game with Cincinnati. Sometimes I'm going to be looking at that screen down below. It's showing when, especially CBS, they're more efficient with that. Kenny again, shotgun. Sidecar again to the left. And the handoff again is to Najee. Najee's going to fight forward. He's going to get to about the 29-yard line. We got a flag down, though. I imagine this is probably going to be a legal shift on Pittsburgh. No, they're going to just call holding. Same difference. Well, holding being 10 yards as opposed to the 5. And they got Cole, the center. So instead of 3rd and about 4, it's now 2nd and 18. From their own 15. They need their own 32 for a first down. Takes the snap. Kenny looks. He's looking right, looking left. And now he just tries to dump it to Najee Harris, and he overthrew him. Wasn't going to get much on that anyway, but looked like McDuffie got penetration through, and Kenny had to throw that one basically away. So now it's 3rd and 18. Kenny on shotgun, he's going to look. Looks right. And just fires a check down to Hayward, and Hayward's only going to get probably 6 yards, 7 yards, but way short of a first down. And that'll bring up the punting unit and a quick 3 and out for the Steelers offense in the third quarter. So the Steelers aren't able to try to add on to that 1-point lead. And the punt is away. And Pack will just let that one bounce. And it takes a good bounce. And it bounces out of bounds at the Pack 22. And that's where the Pack will start their next drive. Trailing by 1. Minnesota's added to their lead. It's now 27-3. Houston inside Cincinnati's red zone there. And, oh, check that. It's 20-7 Houston. Well, well, well. Houston not fooling around here. Okay, here's Green Bay. Their second drive of this second half from their own 22. And the draw hand up to Jones. Jones gets to the 25, tackle to the 26 for about 4 yards. Under center this time. Play action. Love. Fires to his right pass. Caught Romeo Dobbs first down. And he rolls for an extra yard here as he wasn't touched until and that was about a good 20 yards there to Romeo Dobbs. And the Packers are at their own 45. Clock running, under 6 to go. At their own 46. Give to Jones, and Jones is going to get up. He's going to run to the right-hand side. He's going to get 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7 coming up. This time, Love alone and shotgun, 2nd and 7 from their own 49. They need a Steelers 44 for a first. Takes the snap. Fires deep to the left-hand side, and that's over everyone's head. Was intended for Christian Watson here, but he overthrew everyone by a good 5 yards. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7. And they're showing Minka Fitzpatrick. He's out for the 2nd consecutive game, and I imagine he might be out for a little more than that. Third and 7, again alone in shotgun. Banana bunch to the left. A lot of motioning going around. Now he's got a sidecar to the left. Takes the snap. He's got to fire deep down the middle of the pass. Caught. That's Luke Musgrave. He's wide open at the 20. He's tackled at the 15-yard line. That's a first down. Oh, boy. Riley and Peterson basically just left Luke Musgrave all alone in the middle of the field. They were both staring at the quarterback, and they weren't here, and they weren't keeping an eye on Luke. And he burned them big time. 1st and 10 from the Steeler 15. Fires a quick screen, and he's going to get to the 10 and be tackled at about the 9-yard line. That is 11. That's Jaden Reed. Baltimore's up 24-9. Second and 4 for the Pack at the Steeler 9. They want more though, and give to Aaron Jones, and Jones is going to lose 2 yards. They penetrated that time, and Aaron Jones went nowhere fast. Basically, 3 Steelers got in on that one with 3:36 to go in the third. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Steelers just want to hold to a field goal, which would give the Pack the lead anyway. Pack would like to do a little more than that. Tampa's up 17-3. And a bunch to the right on shotgun. Sidecar left. Takes the snap. Looks left, now looks middle. Pass caught. Nope, dropped. That was intended for Musgrave again. And Musgrave couldn't hold on to it. He might have gotten the first down if he held on to it. But nothing doing there. And the field goal unit is out for Anders Carlson again. He had it, but held it, and Landon Roberts came in with a hit and knocked it free. Luckily for him, it was an incomplete pass. If he got another step on that, that might have been considered a fumble. So Anders Carlson from the left hash. Snap a little high. The kick is up, and it is good. So the Packers, with 3:04 to go in the third, have taken the lead for the first time today. So two third quarter field goals. And the Pack lead 19-17. That touchdown Baltimore got on Cleveland was a 40-yard touchdown pass from Lamar Jackson to Odell Beckham Jr. I believe that's the first time Beckham has scored this year. So as far as the Steelers' defense here, Green Bay has been getting some good, decent 20-plus yard plays there that have set up scoring drives. Need to see how many 20-plus yard plays they had, especially that third down to Luke Musgrave that set up this pass field goal here. And I'm seeing that Jameson Winston is the quarterback for the Saints right now. Did Derek Carr? He took a bad hit. So it wasn't Carr being benched. He just took a bad hit, and Winston's in there right now. He just led a touchdown drive. It's now 27-11. They went for 2 and got it. And the kickoff is away. And taking is McFarland to the 10, 15, 20. Still on his feet, 25. Gets to the 30. Still fighting his way forward. He's going to get to about the 34-yard line. So a very decent return there by McFarland. And the Steelers will have reasonable field position there. And they're showing the only living Medal of Honor recipient in the state of Pennsylvania. Colonel Joe Harm, I believe is his name. They flashed there real quick. I wasn't exactly paying attention there. Game alone in shotgun, takes the snap. Fires to his right. The pass is caught. George Pickett's first down at midfield. Hadn't heard a lot out of George all day, but he got here, but he made his presence known there. And actually ran out of bounds at about the 42-yard line of the pack and the 38-yard line of the pack. And they're in business here all of a sudden. And a quick handoff to Warren, and Warren gets up the middle for about a 2-yard gain. Second down and 8 from the Packer 36. This time Kenny's under center. Motions a man left. And the give is to, looks like Warren, and Warren's going to fight forward. He gets to about the 31-yard line. Picked up about 5 there. As they're showing the Odell Beckham touchdown that he scored. Just burned him on a slant pattern. 3rd and 3 for the Steelers from the Pack 31. Be a 48-yard field goal for Boz if they don't hear the ball anywhere. Kenny shotgun, sidecar right. Or left, excuse me. Takes the snap. Fires a pass. Nearly intercepted. That was Devondre Campbell who almost picked that off. And if he did pick that off, he might be still running. It actually did go off Warren's arm, but man, Devondre Campbell had a shot at that. But nonetheless, it does fall harmlessly incomplete. And that will put out Boz for 48 yards out to regain the lead with 1:09 to go here in the third. From the right hash. Snap and hold is okay. Kick is up, and that kick is pure. Chris Boswell continues his excellent season and regains the lead here with 1:05 to go in the third. It's the Steelers 20, the Pack 19. Going back to that blocked extra point. And Cincinnati cut the gap in a little bit. It's now 20-10, Houston late in the third. Tampa and Tennessee about to start the fourth. It's still 17-3, Tampa. Getting late in the third with San Fran and the Jaguars. It's 20-3 is still with Cleveland trying to drive here. It's now 24. It's 24-9 as aforementioned. And I already said 27-11 Minnesota over New Orleans. Derek Carr took a bad hit, it looks like. And he might be out for the game. Yeah, Steelers have only gotten one sack on Jordan Love, I think, all day today. And that was from TJ. Love a solid day. 13 of 23, 171, and 2 scores. And Boswell's kick is away. And on the return is Nixon. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 25, 30, and gets to about the 34-yard line. Another good return for the Pack and some reasonable field position for him yet again. With a minute left in the third. Let's see if Green Bay can retake the lead. Love on shotgun. And the draw hand up to Dillon. And Dillon's going to fight forward. He's going to get about 5 yards. And it'll be 2nd and 5 at their own 39. This time under center is Love. With a banana bunch to the left. And the give. Nope, it's a play action. Bootleg. Love has all day to throw. He's going to fire, and it just fires it into the here, and he pretty much threw it at Matt Canada. Had no one to throw to here, and he just threw that one away. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 5 with 12 seconds left in the third. Third and 5. Get Love on shotgun. Banana bunch to the left. Takes the snap. He's looking left. Fires it down the middle. The pass is caught. Can he get the first down? He does not look like he got there. It looks like he's a yard shy, but we do have a flag down behind the line of scrimmage. What do we got here? Illegal motion on the Packers. And that's 50 Tom who they got. And that'll make it 3rd and 11. And they're going to replay 3rd down. It would have been 4th and 1. And they're just going to let the third quarter wind down from there. And that's it for 3. Been 3 field goals, 2 by Green Bay, 1 by the Steelers. With the score, the Steelers 20, the Packers 19. While we're on commercial, let's see if anything has materialized. And, okay. A couple of things went down. Well, first off, Tennessee got a field goal in, so it's 17-6 early in the 4th. And Joe Burrow with a 64-yard bomb to Jamar Chase. And all of a sudden, it was 20-7. Now it's 20-17 in favor of Houston. And San Francisco Deebo Samuel with a 23-yard touchdown run has made it 27-3 late in the third. Cleveland trying to drive down 24-9. They're inside the Ravens' 5. As they're late in the third. So basically a pretty even game so far really played between the Steelers and the Pack. I mean, nothing really stood out. Like, yeah, there was the 36-yard touchdown to Reed. Steelers running game got going in that first half. Not really here in the second half. Basically got that field goal off that big catch and run by George Pickens that Reed took that gave us a 20-19 lead. So far, it seems like just the one thing that kind of sticks, other than that lateral that could have been a scoop and score for Green Bay, that blocked extra point. Right now is the difference. As we start here, 3rd and 11, going from left to right. They need their own 44, Green Bay, that is. And now they go, it was a lateral. They were trying to trickery. They tried a lateral, and Jones couldn't handle it, and it blew up big time. It was a backwards pass to Wicks, and then Wicks tried another backwards pass across the field to Jones, and Jones couldn't handle it. And it looked like it was going to blow up anyway, even if he did get a hold of that. Riley was there on the tackle, and they lost 5 yards, and the punt team is out, and the punt is away. There's a good punt there. Austin from his 20 to the 25, and that's as far as he'll get. And Cleveland. Cleveland scored. And it's at 24-15 right now, just pending the extra point there, I presume. They keep making a one-score game, roughly. And here the Steelers are with 14:06 to go here. Shotgun, banana bunch left, and the handoff left. And that was Najee. Najee's going to fight forward. He's going to get about 3 yards on that carry. Cleveland went for 2, and they got it. I would have thought they would kick the extra point instead of going for and then go for the 2 if they were to score again. But they went for the 2 there, and they nailed it. So it's 24-17, Baltimore. 2nd and 7. Kenny under center this time. From their own 28. Give the Najee. Big hole. First down, 35-40. 45-50. And tackled at the Packer 48-yard line is Najee Harris for a big first down. He needed 7. He got 30 on that run. Great blocking up front. And the Steelers are in business. They're in Green Bay territory. From the back, quick screen pass to Najee. Faking some end arounds, and Najee caught a screen pass. Here, Kenny was under duress, so he just had to get rid of that in a hurry. Najee able to get the catch, just getting back to the line of scrimmage. Nixon on the tackle. And they're showing the highlights of Cleveland getting back within a touchdown. Kareem Hunt scored. Sean Watson got the 2 points. Najee, some of his shoe came off at some point. Kenny shotgun sidecar right on 2nd and 10. Looks to his left. He's going to fire deep to his left. The pass is going to be almost caught. Deontay Johnson came back forward. He couldn't reel it in. That was covered by 35. That is Corey Ballantyne on the coverage. Boy, hit Deontay right in the hands, too. Steelers need the pack 38 for a first down here on 3rd and 10. With 11:58 to go in the 4th. Shotgun, sidecar left. Takes a snap. He's looking left. He's going to fire deep left. The pass is going to be incomplete. Was intended for George Pickett. Here, that would have been a tough catch for him if he somehow got that. We do have a flag down, though. But now that's on green. That was, I guess, holding on the Steelers, but that's declined. That was, and it seems like that'll be the punt unit coming out for the Steelers. Man, we're in business. Just couldn't quite get anything going here. And Harvin's going to punt this away, and he does. And calling for a fair catch. And Mo muffed it, but it was muffed, but he somehow got back on it. I believe that was Mixon. Nope, that was Jaden Reed that muffed it, but he was able to get it back on it. Very fortunate that it didn't. Here, that it only bounced, it muffed and it fell right at his feet. That could have taken a weird bounce, and and 42 for the Steelers. Pierre was right there. So the Packers very fortunate on that one. And we have an update in Cincinnati. C.J. Stroud ran for an 8-yard touchdown. And the Texans have retaken a 10-point lead at now 27-17. Man, it looks like our game might finish up before a lot of the other ones do. Like Tennessee and Tampa looks like they're going to finish before us. I'm about to write 6-3 for San Francisco and 6-3 for Jacksonville because San Fran up 27-3. Jacksonville's got nothing going on offense all day. San Fran's starting to look like the team that they were before that 3-game skid. And we made it in that streak of touchdowns that Christian McCaffrey is on. Just might come to an end. It's just entered the 4th quarter, and McCaffrey has yet to score yet. Brock Purdy's 2 touchdowns have come from Ayuk and Kettle, and here in Deebo Samuel was the one who ran for the other one. Crowd getting fired up for the Steelers. They want the defense to stand and deliver. Nursing a 1-point lead. The Pack from their own 9-yard line. Love under center. Takes the snap. Here the handoff is to. Here's the Dillon. Dillon goes up the middle. He's going to get to about the 13-yard line. And it's about a good for 4 yards on that one. They're actually going to give him 5 and put him at the 14. This time Love on shotgun with a sidecar to the right. Motions a man right in the handoff, and that's going to be to Aaron. Nope, that's A.J. Dillon, and Dillon's going to fight forward for about 3 yards to about the 17-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 2 coming up with 10:55 to go. So a big 3rd down coming up here for the Pack. They really don't want to go 3 and out here. Shotgun, sidecar left this time. Takes a step, looks left, fires a quick screen pass. Pass caught and tackled. Did he get the first down? There was an extension by Romeo Dobbs. That's 11. Oh, excuse me, Jaden Reed's 11, excuse me. And they're going to say, I think he got the first down. He didn't have that reach out there. Keep in mind the yellow lines you see on the TV screen is a rough estimate of where that first down marker would be. And they were showing the replay, but then quickly, and there was a quick snap there. Love through to his left, and that one was Romeo Dobbs. Packers didn't want to get the Steelers to give a chance to challenge that. I think he had the first down anyway. That's close. But I think that was a reasonable spot. 2nd down 7. Love takes the shotgun snap. He's got to fire to his left. The pass is dropped. Was intended for A.J. Dillon here, and Alex Spiesmith was on the coverage. It would have been only a gain of about 1 or maybe 2 at the most, even if he did reel that in. So now another huge 3rd down coming up with 9:39 to go. Tampa extended their lead to 20-6 over Tennessee. 3rd and 7. Love shotgun. 3 wide set to the right. Been 7 of 13 on 3rd downs. He takes the snap. He's under pressure. Riley, escaped Riley, fires it across, and it's incomplete. That was intended for 85. That was, I believe, Tucker Kraft. Yep, that's Tucker Kraft. Riley almost sacked him in the backfield. Love managed to escape, but couldn't get a good throw into Tucker Kraft, and it's 4th down. So the Steelers hold serve there. Good job by Love to avoid the sack from Riley. But Love couldn't find his targets. So 4th down coming up here as we see Whelan here on the punt, and it is away. And fair catch called for by Austin, and he fair catches it at his own 34-yard line. So 9:24 to go. The Steelers look to add on to a not exactly what you call a comfortable 1-point lead. And an update on San Fran and Jacksonville. It looks like it's 34-3 San Fran, and Brock Purdy threw a 22-yard touchdown pass to Kyle Juszczyk. So very likely Christian McCaffrey's streak of touchdowns is going to come to an end today. It was quite a streak there by CMC. But I'm sure he's not going to pay much mind to that here as long as they got the W today, and they are very much on their way for that. The dominating performance over the Jacksonville Jaguars. I'm already going to write it down that Jacksonville's going to fall to 6-3. That's good news for the Colts, even though the Colts did get swept by the Jaguars, so the tiebreaker is going to be an issue there. But Houston does have a road win over Jacksonville from week 3. And in a couple of weeks, those two will have the rematch in Houston. It's going to be a big game there between those two teams. And San Fran will keep a hold of at least a share of the NFC West lead at 6-3. I believe they so far do hold the tiebreaker over Seattle, but those two teams have yet to play in the regular season. I believe these two will meet on Thanksgiving Day, the primetime game, that is. I have to look at the schedule again, but I believe their first meeting will be on Thanksgiving. That would be a very interesting game to watch right there. So teams like Miami and Kansas City love seeing Jacksonville falter a little bit in terms of playoff seedings. And the Steelers from their own 34. This time Kennedy goes under center. And the pitch looks like it's to Warren. Warren gets to the 35-40. 45, first down. Jalen Warren needed 10. He got 11 on that run. So a good start to this drive for the Steelers. Owens in on the tackle. Some good blocking up front there by the O-line and the wide receivers here to spring Warren for 11 yards. From their own 45. Kenny again under center. And this time they're going to do an end around here. Looks like Austin. He gets to the midfield. He's going to get past midfield and get about 6 yards on that run. And 46 for the Steelers. He got dinged up on one of the punts earlier. And Kuntz is actually the long snapper. So that's something to keep in mind of here. 2nd and 4, the run play here. And it looks like it was Jalen Warren, and it looks like Warren got the first down. And he did. Clock running, under 8 minutes to go, and the Steelers here move the chains. Warren having another solid day so far this year. He's had a solid day all year. Or a solid year, excuse me. If he gets going here, he could be him and Najee could be something. So far, running for 159 today. So a good day running so far. But, here, Warren to the 40, 55, 30. Tackled at the 25. I said 55 for some reason. But Jalen Warren with a big first down run. He gets about another 20 yards on that play. Nice cut. Again, very good blocking up front and a nice cut there. And he gained himself about another good 10 yards off that cut. 6:45 to go from the Pac 25. Banana bunch to the left. And the give again to Warren. And Warren is, this time, they're going to get him this time. He's going to maybe get a yard of that. Saints drawing closer. They scored a touchdown. It's 27-17. They're obviously going to go for 2 to try to make it 27-19. Kenny shotgun, sidecar left. 2 wides to the right on 2nd and 10. Kenny looks to his left. He's going to fire a quick screen to Najee. Najee's got it to the 20. He tries to hurl a man. But number 20, that was Rudy Ford here on the tackle. But Najee did hurdle his way forward enough to get to the 15-yard line. That's going to be first down and 10 for the Steelers from the Pack 15. And we got a stoppage of play here. I think Green Bay is going to want to look at that. They're thinking that Najee didn't get the first down. Oh, no, the refs are calling. I guess the refs took a quick look, and it was more than a generous spot. I mean, yeah, looking at the replay, I'm like, yeah, it didn't look like he didn't get the first. So the refs have actually respotted the ball. So instead of a 1st and 10 from the 15, it looks like they moved the ball back a couple yards, and it's going to be 3rd and 2 from the Pack 17. And they just keep showing replays over and over again. I'm like, okay, we get it. Like, it didn't look like he got the first down. As the clock continues to wind, now 5:27, 3rd and 2. Kenny is under center. Banana Bunch right. Fakes the handoff. He's a bootleg right. Kenny looking, and he's going to be hit and pretty much sacked. I don't know if he threw that away or not. It's going to be 4th down no matter what. I think they were trying to get a screen going to Najee, but the Pack read that well. Or maybe get George Pickens going, but the Pack had that one well scouted. So 5:17 to go here. Boswell's out for a field goal. Kick is up, and Boswell good again. It looks like Kuntz, their long snapper, who got dinged up on one of the punts, looks like he is okay. And the Steelers have extended the lead. And the Packers know what they must do now. They must get the end zone. And an update on that New Orleans touchdown there. They did get the 2 points. So all of a sudden, what was 27-3, Jameis Winston leading the Saints back into the game somehow. And there's still 11:40 to go in that game. That game is no way over. It's 27-19. Still 24-17. Baltimore over Cleveland, but Baltimore is driving. So they look like it looks like they're possibly going to go up by at least 10 points. Kickoff away from right to left. And that one just is going to go through the end zone for a touchback. And the Packers. And again, that blocked extra point is right now the difference. It went from Green Bay needing, it could have been just Green Bay needing a minimum of field goal to tie it. Now it must be touchdown. That's your seatbelts, folks. Alone in shotgun from his own 25. Can Love orchestrate a fourth quarter comeback here? Fires a deep pass to the left, or to the right, excuse me. It is caught. No. Pass is caught by Musgrave. It's past midfield at the Steeler 47-yard line. ball was knocked ajar. But no, he was down before that. Catch, 1, 2. Yep, he's got it. It's a good catch, and he was down before the ball came out. So a big first play there for the Packers to get something going here. They're already in Steeler territory. Love looking. He scrambles to his right. He's looking, and he just throws that one into the peanut vendor. .425 to go. Pack need the end zone. Do have all 3 timeouts yet. Actually, both teams do. Love and shotgun with Jones to his left. From the Steeler 47. They need a 37 for a first. Try to throw a screen pass. Batted down! .34 for the Steelers. Batted that one down. He got his hands up. And just like that, 3rd and 10. This is obvious. I would think this is 4 down territory, considering where they are and how much time is left. Takes the shotgun snap on 3rd and 10. Love looks. He fires in the middle. Pass caught to the 30, to the 25, to the 20. Tackled to the 15-yard line for a first down. That is Devon. Here, Dante Wicks. Wicks had a huge first drive. Here came up huge in the first drive. They put the Packers at 7-7. And he comes up huge here on 3rd down. They're in the Steelers' red zone. Under center this time from their own 15. 3:36 to go. The pitch to Jones. Jones is going to run out of bounds after getting maybe a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. 3:32 left. Clock not the issue right now for Green Bay. Second and 9. Shotgun. Sidecar right. Takes a snap. Looking. Fires to the end zone. The pass is going to be incomplete. Picked off! Keanu Neal! Intended for Christian Watson! Patrick Peterson on the coverage. Patterson batted it, and Keanu Neal was there to pick it up, and he ran it back to about the 25-yard line. And Keanu Neal, who got the interception, is actually down. Oh, I thought that was just going to fall incomplete, and all of a sudden Neal ended up with it. That was huge. Just like the Baltimore game with Joey Porter. An end zone interception. Baltimore up 31-17 on Cleveland. Still 11.5 to go there. Tampa Bay looks like they'll win. They're up 20-6, and there's 2 minutes left there. So Tampa looks like they're going to improve to 4-5. And Tennessee going to fall to 3-6. Steelers from the 24. Quick pitch to Harris, and Harris is just going to get to the 25 for 1 yard. Clock running at 3:12 left. Second down 9. Clock continues to run. Green Bay does have all 3 of their timeouts and the 2-minute warning. 2:45. Kenny under center, Najee in the backfield. Couple of first downs here for the Steelers could end it. And they give to Najee. Najee somehow stays up, but he's going to get to about the 28-yard line for about 3 yards. And Green Bay will call their first timeout with 2:31 left. So 3rd and 6, actually 2:32 to go. And the Bengals have scored a touchdown. It's 27-24 with 3:18 left there. Biggest third down of the game right here. Kenny takes the snap. He looks. He's looking. He's just going to run. He's got the first down, 35. He slides at the 40-yard line for a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. That's a big first down for the Steelers. It won't quite – I believe Green Bay is going to call their second time out here. They do. It won't run the clock out because Green Bay still has the timeout and the 2-minute warning. Great awareness by Kenny, realizing he had enough green in front of him. He can run for the first. It's not game over yet. Pickett still get that ball back if they don't allow another first down here. They probably have about a minute 10, minute 20-ish. And the pitch from their own 39, and Warren's just going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And Green Bay with 2:20 left will spend their third and final timeout. Now Green Bay trying to get. Kay goes under center. Motions Hayward to his right. The pitch to Warren. And Warren is just going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And that will take us to the 2-minute warning with 3rd and 9 on the way. And the Houston Texans are pretty much in the same vessel as the Steelers right now. They're just trying to basically just hang on for dear life. Although Houston looks like they just went 3 and out. And Cincinnati is going to get the ball back down 3. No timeouts left for Cincinnati. I imagine when this game wraps up, they're going to head down there if there is still time left. That Andy Reid commercial again. Talk to me about that personal price playing with those chicken nuggets. So how is Tom going to approach this? Is he going to get aggressive, or is he just going to want to kill some clock? Getting a loaded shotgun in the backfield, 3rd and 9. He takes the snap. He looks, fires pass, caught, first down to the 40, 35, tuggle to the 40, 32-yard line. There's a flag down. And they're going to get... Oh, it's offensive PI. And they're going to get They're going to get Calvin Austin for a pick play. Damn it. I mean, yeah, it is a pick, yeah. It is a pick play, yeah. So I can't even argue that one. They are cracking on that stuff. That would have been game over. 3rd and 19. It's going to be a draw handoff up the middle to the 35 to the 40. And he's just going to get to the 41. He's going to be well short of a first down. Hayward's limping awkwardly. So, clock is running. And we have, it looks like, judging by play clock and game clock, I imagine the Steelers may take a delay a game. Maybe not. Maybe it shouldn't take a delay a game. Just wind it down. So we got confusion here with the clock here because the play clock didn't get going until a few seconds after. So they need to fix that play clock and game clock issue. Cincinnati's got first and goal inside at the Houston 7, looking to try and take the lead here. Oh, that sucks. So, they reset it here. So if they let the play clock go all the way down, it'd be 1:07 left. So it'd be about a minute, about less than a minute-ish. When Jordan Love gets another shot at this with no timeouts. Looks like Thomas is going to wind it down to just call a timeout with like a second to go. Yep. He calls timeout. 1:08 left. Like, oh, good Lord. Cleveland just got a pick six. Lamar Jackson just threw a pick six to Gregory Newsome II. Gregory Newsome, the first-round acquisition of a couple years ago. Man, it's getting nutty over here. It's getting nuts over here. Okay, 4th and 8. Punt is away. And it takes a bounce, and it bounces inside the 20, and that's where it'll about at the 19-yard line with 59 seconds left. Yeah, that's Patrick Peterson who got the blocked extra point, which is, again, I saw when it happened, I thought this is going to be kind of like that kind of game that blocked extra point might come back. It might mean something, and it sure does. Green Bay needs a touchdown right here, right now. Love, under pressure. Chucks a deep one pass. Caught at the 40 to the 35. Is Jaden Reed, who's had a heck of a game with 51 seconds left. And now they're and just like that, Green Bay's right there. They're at the Steeler 35, alone in shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks. Under pressure, just throws a quick pass to Jones. Jones doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage, and he's tackled in bounds. 41 seconds. Clock not exactly enemy yet, although they probably would have loved it if he just ran out of bounds. 2nd and 10. Jones Jr. better just dropping that. Takes a quick snap. Love. He's going to run to the 30. And is he going to run out of bounds? Yes, he does. Runs out of bounds at the 28-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 3 with 22 seconds left. Steelers have 2 timeouts themselves, mind you, if they should desire one. Packers need 28 yards within 22 seconds. Alone and shotgun is Love. Love takes the snap. Looks left. Still looking left. He's going to be hit, and he just gets the ball away It's not intentional grounding. You did have A.J. Dillon here in the vicinity. Alex Highsmith with the pressure. Good job by Love to make sure he got that ball away, and there was a guy nearby, so it's not intentional grounding. It's going to be 4th and 3. With 17 seconds left. And I think Tomlin looks like he wants to call a timeout here. The way he's jogging on the sideline looks like he's calling a timeout. Yep, that's just exactly what's going on here. Tomlin wanted to see what he had planned. Oh, boy. It's a funny game, isn't it? Oh, my God. Cleveland missed the extra point on that. It's 31-30 still. Oh, Cleveland, what the hell, dude? You got your pick six, and then you missed the extra point? Cincinnati tied it. It's tied at 27. There's a minute and a half left in regulation. Here we go. 4th and 3. Alone again in shotgun. 2 wideouts to the left. Takes the snap. He's going to look left. He's looking. Just dinks one to Dillon. Dillon's got the first down to the 16. They got to hurry up and spike it. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3. And they spike it with 3 seconds left. And it's all going to come down to one play. Love did what he had to do. He just dinked into Dillon just so he could get the first down. So it's now one play. Green Bay trying to get to 4 and 5 and stay alive in the playoff hunt. Steelers trying to go to 6 and 3 and at least keep a wild card spot. Three seconds, a loaded shotgun. And Tomlin's going to call his last timeout. Oh, boy. Lord have mercy. Have mercy on every... I can only imagine what Urinated Tree and Tom Grossi are going through right now with their dual stream. They have got to be losing their shit. Second attempt, but forget about it. It's just down to one play. Could be the last one, barred defensive penalty. A loaded shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted! Forget about it. Just run out of bounds. It's over. It is Casey. And we got flags. We got extracurricular stuff. It's over. DeMondre Casey at the end of the game, and we got flat. It looks like was there late hits? One of the coaches took a hit also here at the end of that. There's flags all over, but that's irrelevant. It was after the interception. This game is over. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won 23-19, but not without some heart medication. A fantastic effort by Green Bay. But the Steelers one-score games again. 23-19. Steelers remain up Still holding on to a wild card. What a game. This was actually a good game to watch. A fantastic game by both teams. Grossi, GG's. Now they're showing the now they're going bonus coverage here, and it's Houston. Houston's about to kick a field goal here to win the game. Holy smokes! Stay alive for this. And again, that blocked extra point by Peterson, biggest difference in the game. This game, if it wasn't for that, this game's in overtime. If not Green Bay might be kicking a field goal to win. If it wasn't for DeMarvin, if it wasn't for Keanu Neal. Here is Amendola for Houston. He just got signed this week after Fairbanks injury during the Tampa game. From 38 yards for the win. Kick. Good. Game over. Houston's 5-4, and so is Cincinnati. An upset, a massive one for Houston. Was up 27-17. Gave it up, but somehow orchestrated. C.J. Stroud orchestrating a fourth quarter drive. He just got it, but he made it. Not by much, but he made it. A couple yards back, that's hitting the uprights. Jacksonville, that image in your rearview mirror for the division just got bigger. And I'm going to switch over to the Fox game here because that's where Fox. Whew, that. Whoa, Nelly. I'm not even seeing. I ain't even looking to see what's going on with chat. If it. Here, Watson. Oh, second strip. Oh, but Cleveland got it back. Cleveland's trying to drive and get a field goal to win the game here. Whew. AFC North is putting up some goodies today. I mean, if you're the Watson drops back, fires deep down the middle, and his pass is caught to the 39-yard line. They're 2 yards shy of a first down. Well, Jacksonville, you looked as bad as we did when we played San Francisco at home. So, welcome to the club. Boy, Houston winning today, that changes a lot there. I mean, you got Indy there sitting at 5-5, thinking, okay. And they own a win over Houston, too. Buffalo, Raiders, Jets, Chargers, even Denver, if they somehow upset Buffalo, they find themselves back in the picture. Whew. Yikes. But these 1 o'clock games have been nuts. I mean, New Orleans is trying to come back on Minnesota without Derek Carr. I mean, a lot of people have been for the Steelers. A lot of people have been critical of Patrick Peterson, but he made two very big plays. He made the two most critical plays of the game, and resulted in the win. The blocked extra point, and the pass he batted in the end zone that was intended for Watson that Keanu O'Neal ended up getting for the interception. Running game was actually very good today. Both Najee and Warren did pretty good on the run. 3rd and 2 for Cleveland. At their own 39, need their own 41. Handoff. It was a draw handoff to, looks like that was Ford. Ford got the first down, needed 2, he got 6. I mean, if you're the Steelers, what do you want? What do you want out of this? Do you want Cleveland to win? To be 6-3 when you two meet next week? Watson trying to scramble away, gets the 55-40. First down to the 40. They're right at Dustin Hopkins' range. And Watson shaking up on that play. With 1:24 to go. And Watson threw an interception. And I think that'll do it there. It looks like Minnesota's going to get through with a 27-19 vanquishing of the Saints. There might be still time left there. Saints did have a timeout with under 2 left on that interception. They may get like about 20 or so seconds. Unless Minnesota gets another first down. Then it's over. Cleveland had to spend their timeout here. I mean, I'm mixed about this. I don't know if, handoff Ford up the middle to the 35, and he's going to get to about the 32, 30. Oh, there was a pile, and it's moving. Look at this pile. Whew. Cleveland moving the pile, and they're going to give him the additional yards from that said pile for a first down. He was about 2 yards shy when the pile started, and he got 2 yards past it when it ended. So Cleveland can just run this down. Baltimore had to spend their second timeout. They only have one left with 1:13 left. Cleveland could just run this down. At the Baltimore 27. Give to Hunt, and he's going to get a yard at that. And Baltimore will spend their third and final timeout. Hopkins, who missed the extra point that would have tied this game at 31. They're showing that right now. It just hooked. And he knows very shortly it's going to be on his foot again. Watson under center on an I formation to give to Hunt. And Hunt is going to fall forward to about the 21-yard line. It would be a 38-yard field goal from there. But they have time to run one more play. But they got to run one more play. 50 seconds, and there's 30 on a 20-second differential between game and play clock. So Cleveland's got to run one more. And then just go. And they have their timeout, so they can just run a play, run the clock to 3 seconds, and then timeout, field goal, and we go from there. Watson under center. I imagine he's probably just going to try and center this field goal. And that's exactly what he does. Lost a yard in the process, but that's irrelevant. The important part was getting it in the middle hash mark. Four, three, and there's your timeout there. So Dustin Hopkins, the former Charger and former Redskin kicker, or Commander kicker, excuse me. Well, there I go. I'm canceled now. I'm sorry, but even Al Michaels has said it on broadcast since they changed the name. Well, I'm canceled. Oh, well. It was fun while it lasted. From 41 yards out, Cleveland for the win. He hits it, Browns win. Misses, Ravens win. Snap and hold, kick, up. Right down Broadway, the Browns win. We got a flag down, though. Flag down, so hold the phone here. Nope, they picked up the flag. That's it. Cleveland wins. So the Browns go on the road. And it was looking, and the way this started, it was freaking daunting. But somehow Deshaun Watson and company leads the comeback. And the Browns are 6-3. And the Steelers are going to travel northwest to Lake Erie to face the Cleveland Browns on the road. Strap in for that one, folks. That's going to be fun. I'll see you then.